Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
I was doing the radio show this weekend, I think it was, and somebody said, did you see that WinBook has a tablet, the TW700 tablet, and Micro Center is selling this for $59.99. I said, wait a minute. This is what, Android? No, this is Windows 8.1 with Bing. That's the $0 version of Windows that Microsoft offers manufacturers. And I said, well, for $59 plus shipping, $6 shipping if you get it from Micro Center. I got it on Amazon with Amazon Prime, so I got it right away. And that was $59.99 plus $10, so $69.99. But this is it. This is it. You get a Windows 8.1 tablet, 7 inches. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It is an IPS screen. I'll enter my, it's okay, you can see my PIN. I don't care. I'll enter my PIN so we can log in and see it. It is a touch tablet. Not the fastest processor. It's a system on a chip, the Intel Bay Trail processor. It comes with 16 gigs of internal storage. Only about 8 are available once you've installed Windows. Although I have to say, first thing I did is sign up for free Microsoft Office
of course.
For a year. So, I mean, the full Office for a year, that's worth more than $59. In fact, I was thinking...
So it came with that?
It comes with it.
Yep.
I was thinking, this is less than the tax I paid on my 1520, my Lumia 1520. Less than the tax I paid on the Lumia 1520. It does not have a lot of junkware on it. The first time I turned it on, it said, do you want to download ESET? I said, no. It said, okay, we'll uninstall. And that was that. Because I logged into my Windows account, I was able to download all the existing apps that I had on my other machines. In fact, it said, hey, do you want to set it up, as Windows does, do you want to set it up like the Dell or like the Asus or what? And I said, well, set it up like the Dell. And boom, I'm set up. All
your stuff was there?
All my stuff is there. OneNote. This is not some cheap Microsoft Office. This is the full Microsoft Office in a 7-inch tablet. Quad-core processor, don't be fooled by that. It isn't the super fastest processor in the world, and there is only 1 gig of RAM, so I wouldn't expect a lot of multitasking. As often the case with very low-cost Windows tablets, there's no Windows button, which is what you'd expect, but there's a physical button that'll bring you back to the desktop, so it's a little less convenient than tapping the Windows button, but it still works.
What's it like using the classic environment? Have you tried it?
The classic environment?
You know,
you mean the desktop?
Yeah, the desktop.
I mean, here's the issue with this. This is 1280 by 800
ouch,
on a 7-inch screen. Well, I almost would say, ouch, I should have a higher res screen because all my phones are more than that. But you know what? It's almost, look how small these icons are. Yeah. It's almost too small to tap an icon. Let me tap an icon. But
you see, the cool thing about this, what has got me excited about this is that you can there's a standard USB port on the side, right?
That's really interesting.
And you can connect a keyboard and mouse to that, or like a Logitech receiver, and then you can dock this to HDMI to a large screen, and now you have a full-blown PC that runs actual Windows apps.
That's right.
Legacy Windows apps.
Yes.
That's insane.
Mini HDMI, full-size USB 2, not 3. It charges via micro USB, so you can keep it charging while you're using your USB screen. And you want to add memory, there's even a little micro SD card slot here that can handle up to 64 gigs. So memory's not an issue. It comes with Pogo Plug, 10 gigabytes free of Pogo Plug. So you get desktop storage. Here's our chat room running in the background all the time. Here's Skype. Actually, I was going to place a Skype call, but instead, you know what I'll do is I'll run a little YouTube video so you can hear what the sound is. The sound is not great. I mean, what did you expect? Come on, kids.
It's $59.
It's $59.
You can buy 5.
But you could plug in, and you could plug in a, now see how hard, even at 1280 by 800, how hard it is to hit those little things there to make that go full screen. Let's turn it up and we can hear Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson Funkify.
Just tap the screen.
I'm going to put it up to the microphone so you can hear it. It's got dual speakers coming out of the bottom.
It's such a good song.
Isn't that good?
It's such a good song.
But you're not exactly getting the full bass.
It's actually
a good song is still danceable. And look this is the video playback. This is YouTube high def video. Plays back just fine, no stuttering. Now, there are a few negatives. It does have a camera, not the greatest camera you ever saw, and front and back.
Wow, back?
Yeah, I don't think you'd really ever want to use the camera for anything. That's why I was going to do a Skype call. It's probably good enough for Skype. Let me find the camera.
I wonder why they don't save the money and just put a better front camera and only a front camera.
Don't put a camera in at all. What are you doing?
Skype.
For Skype, I guess you have to put a front camera.
So just put a better front camera and don't put a back camera.
That would be a smart
on a budget,
thing
I think that'd be the smart way to go.
I'm trying. I can't see the little tiny. You're probably going to want to use it in the big tile mode. In fact, you're probably going to want to stick for the most part with modern apps, full screen modern apps, because
it's pretty amazing that's 800 by 1280 though.
You don't feel like this is slow, do you? I mean, it feels like now this is the first time I've launched this cooking app, so that's a little slow.
I mean, you're going to run out of RAM, but the Bay Trail is the one used in the Transformer TF100 from last year.
It's a decent,
which is a great.
This is complete. Look at this. This
quad
is
core.
This is scrolling. I'm not feeling any. It's got 802.11 B, G, and N. It's an IPS screen, but you can see it's not a bad looking screen. Nope. Even at an angle,
that's not bad.
It's pretty good. You know, you're not.
You know, it's amazing. It's better than the Acer tablet from 2 years ago that came out.
I feel like we're living in.
$200.
Look, it's a king cake for Mardi Gras. I feel like we're living in amazing times. For $59, you can get a 7-inch tablet. That's our chat room. They're chatting at me. Oh yeah, you can even use Snap, so you can you can multitask. And I'll be honest, I've got as you can see a bunch of apps going. I don't feel like it's that slow.
No,
I'm using a lot of RAM here. Windows is well tuned for this. It's Windows 8.1 with Bing, which means only thing that means is that Bing is the default search for the Internet Explorer. You can change that to Google, not a big deal. I think this is pretty impressive.
And you can run legacy apps. That's the thing that blows my mind.
You can run desktop apps.
Like, you can get an Android tablet for $59, and it's not.
You can run Android.
It's just not going to let you do the same kind of productive work that you can do with this.
So, this may be a clearance. We're not clear on why it's so cheap, frankly. The WinBook 7-inch TW700 tablet, Windows 8.1 with Bing, has a 1-year limited warranty, a year of Office. That would cost you more if you subscribed. It would cost you $72.
Yep.
So
you get like a whole bunch of
the computer's free, kids, and we'll even give you a few bucks extra.
You get a bunch of OneDrive storage too.
You get OneDrive storage. I have unlimited OneDrive storage because I have an Office 365 subscription. That's one thing to note. If you already have an Office 365 subscription, you sign into your account, your Windows account, as I did on this tablet, you won't be able to take advantage of the free version of Office. You have to use your own existing version of Office. Big deal.
So it's a good gift is what you're saying.
Yeah. Pros and cons. The pros, the price is unbelievable. This would be great for a kid or a student. Also, full-size USB means you can use a keyboard and mouse with it. That's great. I should hook it up, but I didn't think of that. Do we have a mini HDMI converter? I could hook it up and we could see what the screen looks like. It is surprisingly good for the price, 1280 by 800 IPS screen, very legible, very bright colors. Sound is not great. I would say that's a con. The cameras are super con. It's terrible. But again, I don't think you should buy this for a camera. It's probably adequate to do Skype. And it's certainly adequate for some, lightweight computing. You'd probably want to stick, just because of the size of the screen, 7-inch screen, you probably want to stick with the modern apps. I mean, an Excel spreadsheet at 1280 by 800 on a 7-inch screen is not going to be that easy.
The other thing you can do is adjust the native resolution of the desktop.
You can.
Right?
You can mess with it a little bit, but you probably can't mess with it enough to make it super useful. And even if you increase the DPI,
for sure,
you're not going to. These icons are not going to get.
Oh my God!
They're not going to get much more useful.
I feel like a giant right now.
And you can't. There's no way to zoom in on. Oh, look, I can do that. But these icons, no. So you just have to develop. And it doesn't come with a stylus, although you probably would want to use a stylus with it. In many ways, this is an amazing product that kind of tells you a little bit about what's going on in this world of computers. Processors have become so inexpensive, so powerful, so low power. Oh, I didn't mention battery life. That's another pro, believe it or not, about 5 hours battery life per charge. It's not iPad level, but it's good enough. $59.99 plus shipping. It comes out under $70 for the WinBook TW700 tablet. Definitely.
So
if you've got a use for it, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
So it's a win?
It's a win. Even for just having the chat room running in the background or watching videos in the back seat, for a kid, this would be amazing. This is just an incredible
I'm really
thing.
impressed that there's a regular USB on this
That's,
thing.
I think,
because
one of the big
most
selling
of the ones
points.
that I've played with that are the small tablets just have
They'll
nothing.
use
You
that
need a
USB
dongle
to
or
go.
an adapter,
Yeah,
and you get angry, and you throw it around the table.
Yeah, well, you could. At $59, it's not a really expensive thing.
You can buy 5.
Yeah.
Buy 5.
Yeah.
I just buy 5.
Somebody says, can you show the keyboard? The keyboard is actually very usable. This is very much like an iPad keyboard. It's because it's 7 inches, it's thumb typable, which is actually makes it particularly useful. So I like this WinBook. I'm going to say that to the chat room. It's got predictive type, and there it goes.
Boom, look at that.
Boom, booyah.
It's a win.
It's a win for the WinBook. Can you believe that? Wow. Wow. A full-size PC in a 7-inch box.